Are we saving enough for retirement, specifically in our 401ks? That's always a big question, but according to a recent Wall Street Journal article, we're getting close to saving enough. We're going to dig deeper into that headline that's got everyone in the retirement community buzzing. Well, maybe they are. Americans are saving more in their 401ks than ever before, but is it enough to actually reach those retirement dreams? The Wall Street Journal just reported that the average 401k savings rate, including both your contributions and the employer match, hit a record 14.3% of income in early 2025. That's the closest we've ever come to the magic 15% savings rate financial planners toss around and have been recommending for years. So why are 401k savings rates hitting these new highs all of a sudden? Well, automatic enrollment and escalation. More employers are automatically enrolling workers and bumping up their savings rate each year, whether they know it or not. So you might be contributing more without even knowing it or realizing it. There are the catch-up contributions. So if you're over 50, you can make extra catch-up contributions to your 401k. So that's a huge help if you got a late start. Employer matches, well, the average employer is now kicking in nearly 5% of your pay, making it easier to hit that 15% target. So make sure you're contributing enough to get all the free money, all the matching money. Market recovery, well, there's another reason. Recent market gains have helped boost account balances, making those savings rates look even better. But here's another big question. Are you really on track for retirement? Well, most people are closer to the recommended savings rate than ever before, but even with market ups and downs, there's still a catch. Many folks aren't anywhere near the actual dollar amount they'll need when they do retire. Sometimes we call that your number, or what's your magic number? What's your retirement number? Well, it keeps changing. In 2025, the average American thinks they'll need $1.26 million to retire comfortably. That is down a little bit from last year when it was $1.46 million. But for many folks, their current savings are nowhere near close enough to get to that target. And that leaves confidence gaps. Over half of Americans worry they'll outlive their savings. And Gen Xers are especially concerned about falling short. That's because we're living longer. Many folks are staying healthier longer. Longevity risk. The risk of outliving your nest egg is real, and it's something you need to plan for intentionally. So 15% really isn't enough in many cases. It's a great goal, but it's not a magic bullet. If you started saving late, or you had interruptions in your career, or you dipped into your savings along the way for emergencies, you might need to save even more or work longer to hit your target. Yeah, here's one, lifestyle creep. As your income rises, what did you do? Yeah, you spent it. You spent more as you made more. So if you're saving 15% but spending the other 85% on things you don't need, you might not be as prepared as you think. Investment choices do matter, not just about how much you save, but also how you invest those savings. The right mix of stocks, bonds, and other assets can make your money work harder for you. So are you in the right choices in your 401k? So if you're not saving enough, well, there's no reason to panic. There are some steps you can take. Increase your savings rate. Even a 1% bump can make a big difference over time. Compounding. Many plans let you automatically raise your contribution each year. Put it on automatic pilot. And be sure to take advantage of catch-up contributions if you're age 50 or older. They can turbocharge your savings. And how about a little review of your investments? Make sure your 401k is working as hard as you do. Check your mix of stocks, bonds, and the other choices in the 401k. Make sure they match your risk tolerance and your timeline. And how about this one? You can always delay retirement if you need to. Hey, may not be your first choice, but the longer you work, the less you have to pull out of your investments and your savings in your 401k, the longer that will last, and you can leave it in there letting it grow. And how about some other accounts like IRAs, HSAs, or even taxable brokerage accounts? as additional vehicles to boost your retirement security. All right, so here's how to make your 401k work a little harder. We kind of talked about this. Rebalance on the regular. Over time, your investments can drift from your target allocation. The rebalancing helps you stay on track and manage your risk. And the fees, watch out for high fees. They quietly eat away at your returns. Opt for low-cost index funds or ETFs. Exchange traded funds when possible. And don't borrow from your 401k. Loans and early withdrawals can set you back years, if not decades. Treat your 401k as sacred, hands off. It's only for retirement. And how about taxes? Uncle Sam is going to want his piece when you take money out. Most 401k withdrawals are taxed as ordinary income. So consider whether a Roth 401k or a Roth IRA makes more sense for you. Well, here's a quick checklist to see if you're on track. Ask yourself, am I saving at least 15% into my 401k, 15% of my income? Have I maxed out catch-up contributions if I'm 50 and older? Do I review and rebalance my investments at least once a year? And do I know my magic number, my target retirement number, the dollar amount, the lump sum I would like to get to? Have I stress tested my plan for market downturns or emergencies, unexpected expenses? If you answer no to any of these, well, don't worry, it's never too late to make adjustments. So the big takeaway is that Americans are making some progress with the average 401k savings rates nearly hitting that 15% sweet spot. But don't let autopilot lull you into complacency. Review your plan, use catch-up contributions if you can, and keep your eye on the prize. So, tell me, are you on track with your 401k savings? What's your magic number for retirement? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop them in the comments below. And in the meantime, enjoy your retirement journey, and I will see you in the next episode.